Hello boys and girls, my name is Koyoshi and welcome back to my 100% now following playthrough of Pokémon Legends Z-A for the Nintendo Switch 2, where I literally have lost my train of thought and I have no idea what I'm doing, except it's a bunch more side missions, and since we're here, why not? I'll go ahead and just do Battle Zone while we're at it. Sure, why the heck not? It's not like we have anything else we could do. Anyway, long story short, we've been doing lots of grinding and other stuff, and yeah. One thing that has been clear, we've been doing a lot of Battle Zone. We've been doing a lot of hyperspace missions, especially, because that's how we progress the main game. So we've been doing that. And we pretty much just alternate between doing hyperspace missions and other stuff, but mainly in the background, we've also been trying to get our Pokédex completed. And in one of the last couple of episodes, we finally finished the Pokédex, so technically, if we cleared the Battle Zone stuff, we would be done with the base game, actually. In terms of all the stuff we need to do, we'd be done. We'd get everything done, just like that, but we're still a long ways off of actually getting every last thing done, so yeah, that's why we're still here, and why we're also still getting stuff done. Probably one of the most nastiest things, of course, though, has always been, and still always will be, having to use a what am I saying? One of the nastiest things that always has been, and always will be, having to do 20 of these reward battles for no other reason other than it's needed for a quest. Definitely one of the nastiest things I've had to do in a while. Have you ever done anything this grindy before? I know I haven't. Well, I guess that's a lie, because, hey, I beat all of Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. That was a lot to do as well, so I guess you could say I did do something differently. I don't think we really need those actions anymore, so we should just focus on getting other stuff done. Alright, well, we're focusing on just using Mega Horn for now. Right now, my goal seems to be just get whatever card happens and switch to whatever Pokemon I need to use. We're so far into the game, we may as well be able to use the cards, because it'd be silly by now if we haven't had the ability to use all the cards yet. And it's a Mega, so it took extra long to load in. Is he gonna move forward fast? Nope. So we got him defeated pretty easily then. We do have a Pidgeot for our own flying moves if we choose to use, but he's not leveled, so right now we're kind of ignoring that. Confuse, we do not really have... Actually, we can force this to happen. So this is more annoying than anything, but we could just change one of his moves to not be a Gnosis anymore. I kind of want to have Wish just for safety, but since I haven't been really using it much outside of combat, I guess I'll just move it for Confuse Ray. Alright, I guess we'll just start with this then. Whoa, what are you doing going through the wall? Look at you trying to be fancy on us for no reason or another. Yeah, you deserve to get making out that fast. That's what happens. Looks like you have a bunch of fairy types, so we'll just switch to take care of this. Now, as funny as it was to try and use stuff that constantly super affects, if we want to actually get these done fast, we need to actually focus on getting as many cards as we can and then doing them immediately. So we can quickly get stuff done. So we not only have to keep getting cards quickly so we have more options, but we also need to actually use the cards. Well, finish the cards quickly. They spawn randomly in each area, so there's no way of knowing what you get until later. Okay, this girl is going to give me some prize medals, huh? Alright, then. I don't like that poison type move one. We have a Pokemon that could do it, though. we did pick up a Venusaur for that specific reason. We're gonna actually probably eventually just put all these dudes in one spot so it's more easier to actually see what we need to use. So I'll try doing that one by one now. That is not the right Pidgeot. That is the right Lucario. We'll move him over. But maybe I keep doing that so that we can just basically go to them right away instead of having to work around everywhere to find them. Okay. Oh, this Venusaur is also level 100 too, so it is yet another Pokemon we can use. Order-wise doesn't really matter. We just need it for Poison Vest or whatever. Alright, we'll use Poison now. Because we're level 100, we'll probably one-shot most of these Pokemon anyway, so does it really know what we're using beyond that? We're pretty much just gonna keep spamming stuff. What if we wait a bit on purpose? As long as they don't take us out, we could probably stay in as long as we want. Just keep using poison moves until we get the effect done. Okay, well, this one's a bit trickier, actually. It needs to be poison type specifically. The super effective move one is also really tough. You kind of just have to go for it and keep hitting stuff. Okay, we don't see anything else really easily, so I guess we'll go here. I kind of forgot what I was guided to do. I think, oh yeah, I think we were doing side missions. Yeah, we still have more dozen side missions to do. Okay, that guy is really in the worst spot ever. Oh, but there's at least a spot we can hide, so I guess it's not the end of the world. Some of these spots really don't have anywhere to hide, and you're pretty much forced to take the damage. Okay, simple enough. Switch to you, then use Drill One. If that failed, we probably would have just ran around for a bit until we could use the move again, but we got that done. As funny as it is to keep doing stuff, I think I'd rather have my main team back. As fun as it is, Gyarados is still one of my best Pokemon ever. And I'm not getting rid of Raichu ever again, because I want to use his ultimate level a couple of times too. And by that I mean his evolution. Go evolution, of course. Because why would it be anything else? Okay, plus moves, that's easier done. That basically means just Mega Evolve your Pokemon. And then do it based off of who you want to use. So I guess Mega Evolving Excadrill is the best, and we'll just... Sure, we'll just drop off the side of the map real quick. Yeah, why not ever not deal with enemies and just drop off the side of the map to avoid them. But beyond that, yeah, it looks like this guy's gonna be in a very bad spot. Really nothing we can do. So these are one of those people that are really impossible to avoid. So we pretty much have to get spotted. That's kind of crazy. Sometimes it's really easy to avoid them and hit them first. Other times it's literally impossible to hit them because they're literally in the worst spot ever. So you pretty much are forced to do other strategies like yeah, and hope that you can tank the first attack or whatever it is that you are using. Okay. Oh, that's not good. I guess we're just gonna stay here for a bit. Because we need to still use ground type moves to take out those Pokemon. Okay, we're gonna make our move forward. So we can hopefully actually hit the Pokemon properly, which we did. I believe that was a plus move we used, so yeah, that should be done. Now we need a Dark Boost, which means Absol's back. Yeah, remember that time where we used to use Absol more often? Well, things have changed a lot. Our Mzel's now level 100, as we could just remove that clean, honestly. We're eventually gonna get to the point where we're gonna need level 100 Pokemon anyways. We're just trying to train them up now. Ooh, sneak up and start at the same time. Alright. But that means I'm gonna have to do things a bit differently. So I'll have to start with Mega Horn. This dude. My goodness, I didn't even see you. Alright, well, we're gonna run from that immediately. Very unfair when a person just spawns literally out of the blue. Yeah, we're gonna run away from that immediately and try us again, but this time let's actually hit him properly. That's what you get, hon. I'll teach you to sneak up on me. Alright, now we need to... oh, I'm probably not going to want to attack that with a move. Ideally, we use Bug, then you switch to a Dart move and just use that, but yeah, I don't want to get one-shot by him powerful Machamp, so let's just not deal with that. Alright. Now, back to what I was at. Also, I don't know if I can... oh, actually, that was Ghost, so... I guess Dark-type would work just fine. Alright, what am I doing? Yeah, we're switching now to... oh, we already did. I was just forgetting about this. I take so long that I literally forgot what I was doing here. Alright. Okay, alright. We'll use our Dark move now. And we'll just run around until that... that's so easy to avoid, by the way. We have a pretty well set up Absol, by the way, as well. Not just with Night Slash. It has quite a few different moves it could use. Okay, I want to at least complete Sneak Up and start, but I think I want to wait on completing the next cards for a minute or two. Oh, but we might want to hurry, because we're all about done with this, too. Okay. Oh, come on, don't get stuck now. Well, that's gonna probably be forced to run away. By that I mean I have to run full out of his range and then try again. Because we do need to actually sneak up and start the battle properly. Alright, can you actually do the right thing next round? I hate how the bot can sometimes just miss stuff for no reason. Okay, we just need to knock them out with this again. We're just gonna keep doing this, even if it, like, takes a little bit. Oh, well, that double edge allowed us to take him out, because he damaged himself there. Alright, that works. Okay, now I need to very quickly do this reward batch, and then go back in and defeat someone else with a Dark type, so we get that done. We could also try and fit in something else, but it's not worth it. Okay, I want to at least attempt to level up. So we're gonna replace Absol once again with our Ghost type, because that's what we want to actually train. So I think if we want to train this Ceruledge to be stronger, yeah, we should probably actually, like, use it in battle. So how about we do that by just using him in battle right now, because he's pretty strong already. We set him up with a good set anyway, so let's do this. Let's see what our opponent is. Yvonne, the Y trainer. Is she just as weak, or is she stronger now? Let's get this over with. You're the girl that's forever in Y rank, if I remember correctly. Okay, slightly stronger looking Pokemon at the very least. I just realized we only have Ghost moves, so we can't necessarily attack normal type Pokemon and expect to win easily. Okay, we have a advantage against this anyways. Okay, but we need to switch now that we've fallen asleep. Of course, right as I switch, I get a different Pokemon. I could also work with Ghost type. But, it is what it is. For the most part, Exio would probably take this out anyway. Okay, that's a Fairy type. We're using this move. Move out of that sticky web so it doesn't keep doing stuff. You could do this for this Pokemon. I got I was delayed and it still got to use Protect all the same though. See, we're getting to a point where everyone starts using Protect, so now we have to start using Protect. Jinx going off of laps, going laps on Luminose will remove the stress of losing that. Alright, well, we're really close to 10 battles. I think we could get 10 battles at least done. Still, it's kind of annoying that we have to do this at all. Because obviously, like, we've done most of the side missions already. The only reason we're even doing this is because there's more side missions to do yet. But yeah, as you can see, our Pokedex is complete. The normal one, that is. Not the other one, no. Actually, I want to check his stats now. It's been a while since we've done that. I don't think it can be trained anymore. But just in case, we could try giving it some items and see what happens. Oh. If I want to do that from the box, I would have to say... Actually, we have to move it back, actually. Then open this to try. Alright, we'll try this once. Okay, is it gonna do the double thing? And by that, we have no effect. If you're wondering why I'm looking for this, if it says it won't have any effect, that means it's already as trained as it can be, meaning there's no point in using anything else. Alright, Ceruledge does not have an extra item, so what do we want to permanently have on it? Let's just look for something that's decent, I guess. And I'm joking. We're just gonna use a berry. Let's just give it a citrus berry for now. When in doubt, give every single Pokemon a citrus berry and it'll probably work just fine. Even if only a little bit of healing. I guess we could have it with a thing that boosts ghost type moves, I guess. So our ghost moves hit even harder. That could be something we want. A Raichu at one point was running Light Ball until it finally got its Mega Evolution form. Oh, I guess we could also run Candelure because we need that. Anyway. Oh, wait, we still don't have much time. Hang on, before our timer hicks us around for us being lazy, we need to quickly go in and get some more stuff done. And we don't even have the right Pokemon, so we're probably gonna get here. Dude, that is so delayed. Somehow we almost didn't get caught here, but how much we could have done. Okay, well, we got that. Because we have so much strength, it just takes them out anyways, even though they're supposed to be resistant to dark moves. That's what happens when you overtrain a Pokemon. Alright, we don't have enough for free, so let's try to either look for a card or try just grinding a bunch of stuff. Wondering why I'm keeping it so ledge. I kind of want to just use them a bit, get them leveled up a bit by using them in battle. Oh, of course it's normal. Didn't matter. Probably shouldn't have spent that much time walking around. Probably should have just gone into the battle, honestly, but that's fine. All we really are after is at least 10 battles so we can keep getting prize money. Because although we might not need as much anymore, there's still many reasons to get prize money. For buying other items, obviously, and other stuff. Alright, well, since I'm done with that, I should probably just stick with what I was doing originally. And what I was actually doing was trying to catch up on all these side missions, so I'm gonna keep talking to people. Hey, didn't I see you already? I think I remember you. You ever get the feeling someone's staring at you? Yeah, that's creepy. I need your help. You will help, will you? I have this new Amber. She just moved here from the Paldea region. She brought her Pokemon with her. And just keeps staring at my poor Scissor. Not exactly the bravest of Scissors. Since they moved in, every day has been a terror. Please, can you find out why my new neighbor's Tinkatuff keeps staring at our poor Scissor? Alright. I think you'll find a new neighbor of mine up on the rooftops. At least it tells us where this time. Not every spot gets marked, you know, so it can take a while to get through. By the way, I forgot to mention, yeah, in a different video, we also got all the colorful screws as well, so... I guess I decided to include that as part of 100%. It feels cool to collect them all. You get at least something for it, and the upgrades you get from this especially are great. I would definitely redo that, but just to get, like, all the pusses to max level, the Canary brushes, that is, because they do make the game a lot easier, though. When I play again, I probably will get the green one last, so I don't have to worry about it. Because honestly, if I just get green level 1, it's more than enough to typically survive anyway. Yes, can I help you, Sight? You see your Tinkatuff? What's about the Scissor that lives next door? I know, I keep touching my Tinkatuff, staring at it. Tinkatuff's just a bit frightened and feeling on edge. Taylor does have an intimidating look, but I suppose being stared at all the time is also intimidating in its own way, isn't it? So sorry you got dragged to this. Could you let my neighbor know there's no harm intended? Okay. See, why can't every side mission be this simple? Just go to the dude and then go right back. Oh, he moved up here, actually. So, why does that Tinkatuff take scare my Scissor? Well, Scissor looks intimidating. What? So it's scared my poor frightening Come because it thinks Scissor looks scary? I mean, it's not like Scissor can change its face, that's just the way it looks. What has happened to my peaceful home life? Everything was fine until that weird Pokemon moved in the next door. Think of it, don't people say Tinkatuff likes to attack other Pokemon to steal their metal? What if it got my eyes on my Pokemon because of Scissor's Steel type? Don't worry, Scissor, I'll protect you with my life if I have to. Scissor won't be able to rest easy like this. Who knows if we can trust that lady spoke on. Look, I'm sure she's got her own going-ons, but having just moved here, but please, can you get her to understand our feelings, too? Okay, looks like we're still talking a bit more. Something tells me we're gonna have to defeat this Tinkatuff now. The biggest intuition on these games tells me if a problem starts escalating, you usually have to solve it with a battle. Back again from that neighbor of mine. His Pokemon is afraid of yours, actually. Okay, is afraid? That's what he told you? I think Tinkatuff would never attack another Pokemon to get more metal. Well, almost never. We're the ones who just moved in here. We're the ones who are uneasy, and they're saying we're scary? Then I want proof that our neighbor says, or isn't glaring at Tinkatuff just to intimidate it. Something tells me I'm gonna need to use my Emboar, so I'll use So what'd she say now? She doesn't quite trust your Scissor. Doubt my sweet and timid Scissor. There's not a threatening bone in its body. Look, I get that it's gotta be scary moving to a new region and all, but we live here too. Well, I see you don't have any choice but to prove to her that my Scissor is perfectly innocent and not scary. Well, how'll you do that? We'll just have to get Scissor and Tank Tough to know each other face to face, though I feel a lot better if you were there too. My neighbor, if she's gay, and if she is, we can both bring our Pokemon to meet. Okay. He wants Tank Tough and Scissor to get to know each other? Alright. Tank Tough and I have been stressed about this whole situation. Let's meet up and prove once and for all my Pokemon is no threat to Scissor. We can do that, right, Tank Tough? Okay, now all here, let's introduce our Pokemon to each other. Lane starts to look dicey. We can call them both back into our Pokeballs. This way, Scissor. It does seem rather scared. Are you here, Tank Tough? Up seems rather bashful. Alright. The stirring contest is going on for a while now. T-Tuff doesn't show any sign of attacking. Scissor only looks a little bit scary, but it really isn't scary at all. I guess they assumed the worst of each other, didn't they? Alright. Pokemon are looking friendly already. Yes, I hope we can be friends as well. I'm still adjusting Luminose. It would be nice if I have someone to ask for help. It was nice of his trainer to go out of his way to help some strangers like us. Alright. Oh, Tink Dump, don't go ripping the bell off those chimney pipes. It'll be fine, right? Alright. Oh my god. We got another TM, but it's for Torment. That isn't really a useful move. All it really does is make it so you can't use the same move twice in a row, but you already can't use the same move twice in a row, so I feel like that's a useless move there. We need a Fungus, we need Autolock and Civil, pretty much everything we're locked out of requires us to have one Pokemon or the other that we haven't gotten yet. The only way we can really fix that is to just keep going for different types. Oh, here's one that's new. Oh, there's 3 that are new. Holy crap. I decided we should change based off of what we need to get in types, but I don't want to do that now. We still have plenty of time to go through all of this. Now let's keep doing side missions. Hey there, I got some fine leaks for strong trainers like you. By the way, have you heard of a Pokemon called Farfetch'd? It's always holding a plant stalk, which is sometimes wields as a weapon. Which there's trouble being going around involving Farfetch'd and leaks. They say if you go to a certain spot at nighttime accompanied by only a single Farfetch'd that's holding a leak, you'll suddenly be ambushed. Fight off who's there behind this. Should be no sweat for a strong trainer like you. I'll even give you a sturdy leak for the job. Go down the alley and rogue sector at night with only a leak-wielding Farfetch'd on your team, then fight off anyone who tries to attack you. In other words, we don't do that mission because, as a Pokemon we do not have, actually requires us to fight something by ourselves, too, so we're gonna probably save our XP candy now for using that, as we don't need to do XP on our Sawoolage, unless you, like, want to hit it. Make it hit level 100. Hey, you're Yoshi for TMZ. I'd like you to ask me a favor. You take my Fido for a walk? Oh, hello. Didn't we have an upgraded one of these recently? Yeah, we gotten this already. It needs to go on a walk to stay healthy, but I'm a bit busy today. Alright, well, I'll do that. You take Fido on a walk for me, I'd really appreciate it. Let me know when you're ready for a nice walk. Yes, I'm ready to take him for a walk. There's a route Fido and I like to go on. Climb these stairs and go down the alley on the right, the one by the yellow post box. I like to take a lamp around the wild zone. And I'll see you later. Alright. So we get to walk for a bit. By the way, we have a lot of time before this resets, so we can quickly do those zones that work well. And by that I mean... Oh, it's the Baker's Fido. Take you a walk with this youngster today, huh? How nice. Enjoy your walk. Looks like there's these people here just waiting for us to get here so that they can greet us. That person didn't want to greet us, I guess. Yeah. Okay, I was just getting his items. Oh, there's an item we could grab. That's a great way to reach places you ever visit for. And once you get there, you'll have a new travel spot for the future. So why does Mega Shards relate to that? Whoa. Well there, Mischief. No need to growl. That my Mischief could be a little big-headed. Don't worry about it. That's an energetic Mischief. As it's such a troublemaker. Anyways, your Fido is cute. So you were asked to take it on a walk? Interesting. I guess once trainers get to talking, Pokemon let down a bit too. Okay, fine, I'll see you around. Still not done. Alright. Oh, how cute. I know what that Pokemon is. It's a Fido. Can I play with it? Okay, this is gonna go on for a bit, it seems. Alright. Now it looks happy that I got to play during its walk. Time to go back to the requester. And we have to do this with Mundo, and also while we study this, we can't even teleport anyway. Not like it matters. We can't speed this up by moving ahead of him. Oh, we just gotta get this done. Lock in and get this side quest done. Looks like the timer is at least frozen. Once we started this, the timer froze, so we had infinite time to complete this, basically, which is cool. Looks like you had fun on your walk, Fido. Thanks, Yoshi. Yeast in Fido's breath ferments veins around it. I used that yeast to make bread. The bread's been so popular that I haven't had time to take Fido on walks lately, but from now on I'll make sure to time for my Fido and my baking. After all, I can't let other people see my own cute Fido more than I do. Alright. Cool. Well, that was fast. Also didn't give us much. At least it was easy. Again, I wish every request could be that simple, but some of them are just super annoying for no reason. A lot of them require you just using one Pokemon at all. The only way to really figure out which ones you need is to just keep going to different people. Mr. Yoshi, I'm a Quartz Link employee charged with the city's wild zone and management. Huh? What are we looking at? Gee, we've been receiving reports of wild Pokemon acting oddly here in Wild Zone 8. I'm sorry to have to bother you, but I request you help investigating this situation. Ooh. Sam, please go find out what's happening in Wild Zone 8. Alright. Alright. We're just kind of walking around. Oh boy, they're all running away. Wait, is this a legendary Galore? I just realized we haven't done one of those in a while. Or at least a super surround Pokemon. Who knows? Nope, just a bunch of different monsters at the same time, actually. Alright. So we have Sandias now to fight. I'm not sure if we can even catch them. If it has the X, we probably can't catch them. Oh, we can. But we should try to at least attempt to get a couple of them. Alright, we got 3. Not bad. Not some of them, at least. Alright, now the wild Pokemon see absolutely fine. By the way, we're probably gonna run into... Now we've done this, unless we get teleported out, that's convenient. Thanks, Senku, for that. Viable as ever, Mr. Koyoshi. You didn't merely assess the situation, you resolved it. I'd hazard a guess that those Sandigas allied from hyperspace Luminose and made themselves right at home. Sandal and the other local Pokemon must have been quite frightened of them. Have you ever read Sandigas' Pokemon entry? So the dead have possessed a mound of sand and become a Pokemon, it says. Sandigas is the fond of the shovel on its head. Creation born in the grudges of those who have passed away. How frightful. Yoshi, I should be on your way if you'll excuse me. She keeps calling me Mister. Interesting. We get a TM for that. Based off of that we just heard. I wonder what Scorching Sands does. I have no clue, because I have never heard of it before. Alright, well, let's go over here and do another side mission. We still have a little bit more time, after all. Oh, kind trainer, I'm Trice. I work for the Postal Service here in Luminose. So, Mine Junior is here to help us collect mail from our customers. I got one minor concern. You see, this will be Mine Junior's first time going out, so I thought about trying to follow along to keep an eye on things, but I'll be spotted in no time. That's why I'd like to ask you for your assistance. Please look after my Junior's first big job for me. Alright. If you're ready and willing to lend a hand, please let me know. Oh, it's one of these again. I'm not sure if I have a lot of time to do this and still do the other stuff, so I've decided I am not doing it. Instead, I'm going to do another side mission, but at least that one we can do. We'll just come back to it a little later. That's all I want. Beyond that, we still have a bit of time. Let's start another side mission. Wow, we have 3 different Meowths. Pretty much all the different Meowths, back to back, all in the same spot. Huh. Oh, a human. See, I'm a girl who positively adores the Scratch Cat Pokemon. If you can get Mew in a battle, then one of these 3 Meowth might. Well, you have to battle us to find out. Okay. So I'll be. Want to have a Pokemon battle with... Well, yeah, sure. Well, talk to me when you're ready to battle. So she has Meow instead of... Okay, I think probably first, before I even do this, we should just look at the Pokémon X ourselves so we see what we actually have. Then we can use that to determine what, if we actually want to get. I think for the most part we want one of the rarer ones, but there's a chance we might have gotten that already. Who knows? Only way we can know is look at Meowth's entry. And depending on what Meowth we evolve into, we might even get a different Meowth. Oh, hang on, that's not the right one. Hey, we have Galore and Meowth. We could get even the normal or the special one then. But I don't know which form. I assume we can get all of them at some point, but... That's probably far-fetched, I imagine. We saw Galore and Meowth there already. Where's the other mess of stuff? That, I don't know. Pretty much anything can happen. Alright, we're in a battle, but we're gonna do... Okay. Thanks, Scratch Cat. Pokemon so perfect, they're classem in battle. Alright. So too bad for you. We actually get to use our bunch of level 100 Pokemon, so this probably won't last very long. Now, we probably don't need to even be using Airfrite to do that. I mean, we don't need to use Mega Form to beat them. While they may look the same also, they are slightly different in that, obviously, each type is slightly different. And X differently. They also have different weaknesses occasionally, so you might have to do different things, but it seems like a Grand-type Pokemon to take them out pretty easily. Impossible. Huh. I can't believe you beat all my elf. I'm at a loss for Paris. Alright. It's time to pick your favorite Meowth out of the three. So, I want this one. That's what I've decided. I'm not sure if we're gonna get this one. Yep. Fitting choice. You know, good Meowth when you see one. Alright, time for your award. Personal play session with your favorite Meowth. Go on, enjoy some quality time together. Okay. Oh, we're just saying all stuff to her. So we can get all sorts of different stuff. So we're getting different reactions, basically. Cute. So we can fear it too, huh? So you get different reactions depending on what you say to them. Oh, hello. Okay, nothing actually changed. Alright, bye for now. Alright, you two, that's enough playtime for you. You and Meowth look both perfectly happy. Wait, do we not actually get... Meowth want to play with you too, so come back too for some quality together. Also, it doesn't really matter, because you don't actually get the Pokemon you picked. Oh, what a joke. You go through all that, and you don't even get the few pets. I thought that was what happened originally. That's why I did that. But honestly, I have no idea which one I prefer. Who knows? Not me, that's for sure. I guess we'll probably find the others later eventually, though, once we get into enough of those hyperspace zones. Beyond that, though, let's just call it quits for this episode. Make sure I save as well. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.